What's up, everybody? Back in with another episode of The Sims 3. When I left off, I was trying to meet the robot, and I decided to just because I knew her for some reason, so I just kept calling her, and we just kept talking. Now I can invite her over. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just made some sweet ass lemonade with the stevia. I don't know if y'all know what stevia is or not, but it's like sugar, but it's supposed to be like 200 times sweeter, and it has no calories. So it's like some miracle shit. I just found it. I've been putting it in my Crystal Light. Like a quarter of a teaspoon tastes like 3 teaspoons of sugar. It's crazy. So yeah, y'all go try stevia if you want to put some sweetener in your shit. You know, do your thing. But we're gonna invite the robot over, which she just came. And I was thinking, since this town is so slow and like slow and groggy kinda. Like every time I turn the camera it's kinda slow. It's too big, I think. I was thinking about moving to my town that I like to play in the fall, since it is about to be the fall. And I was thinking about going there. My bad, mailman. I thought you could come in the gate. This is Cassie, everybody. She's a robot. She's a robot chick, and I want her to move in with me. So, see if that pops up anytime soon. I don't think it will. I think we'll have to talk to her a minute. But I was thinking about moving out with me, the robot. Oh, there it is. Ask to move in. Me and the girl, the robot. It's a fresh town, and it's an EA town, so it's gonna run smooth. I think it's Moonlight Falls, the one that came with Seasons. And instead of trying to play here with all these people in this town, just jump back to this town every once in a while and pick up your people. You know what I'm saying? Play with Storm or play with such and such. But I've been thinking about doing that because this game is a little bit too much going on. And we need to focus our energy. And this town is a little slow. So I think in the next episode or two, I might be moving to that other town. Maybe this episode. You never know with me, man. I talk through a loading screen all day long. Damn, she just added 20 grand to my house. Alright, thank you for doing that, Cassie. I need to make you a top-notch robot, which means I need to adjust your trait chips. She has limitless learning, which is cool. I love the fact that she's a maxed out robot that his father made him. That was a cool little situation. I need to go to the bot store. And that's another thing with this town. You can't go to the future here. And that was a big problem with me. So you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take him and we're going to move out. And I might move some people out with me, you know, into another town. But right now, I think I want to buy another town. I want to move to a new town, me and this robot. And there's people I'm going to move to the town with me, like, you know, maybe Storm and them, stuff like that. But I want to go to Moonlight Falls, and we're going to pack the furniture or sell it. You know what? Before I do this, I probably should take the house. Probably should go out and put the house in the bin so I could get this house back. I'm really not supposed to be drinking lemonade with these Invisalign in, but shrimp life, right? Alright, let's go to save copy of library. And I think the little house is cool too, because I like the little houses I made. I might live in those instead of this bigger one. I made those because y'all know one of my biggest dreams in life is to make a whole development of modern houses, a gated community with nothing but modern houses, and have it set up somewhat like how this is, where they're the same, but they're all modern houses on like a little street, like maybe 6 or 7 houses, 3 on each side, maybe 1 in the middle. And I want to actually make that happen. But get a street, buy the land, do everything ultra modern, hook it up. And yeah, that's one of my goals. I think y'all already knew that, but if you didn't, now you do. Alright, let's get back to the game. I should be able to move him out now. Let's see, move to a new town. We want to move to Moonlight Falls because that's one of my favorite towns to play in at this time of the year. And we're going to sell the furniture since we're going to buy another house. So we're going to sell the furniture, move out, right? Okay, do I want to continue? Yes. Save or don't save? Let's get in the new town and make sure everything is right first before we start saving. So yeah, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? What y'all up to? Why is this stuck on this song? Alright, so we just made it to the new town, Moonlight Falls. I think I love this town so much because it looks like where I live. It's like suburbs, you know what I'm saying? It's very East Coasty. It reminds me of an East Coast kind of place, and that's where I live, on the East Coast. So, you know, it's very East Coasty, even though it has mountains. I don't know, I like it here. It feels good here. I could live here, start a family here, that kind of place. But we want to go ahead and place them in a house. And where are we gonna do that at? I thought I brought my other house. Oh yeah, I did. I don't know. I kind of want to put them in this house. This is a 25 by 25. Let's see where I could put a 25 at. This is actually a kind of a small lot of 25 by 25. All right, let me get twisted around here. Where are the expensive houses? They're up here. All right, so we don't want to put them up there. But I could put it maybe here. What's the view looking like from there? Not bad. It's not a bad view. What's the view looking like from here? Trees. A lot of trees. Which is, if you live on the East Coast, that's pretty much all you see ever anyway, is just trees for a view. Unless you live downtown. But, damn, man, I can't put this. Now, you know I could put this here. They just ain't letting me put it there. They being a bunch of bitches. I usually put the houses I make here, I think, right on this corner. But I don't want to be on a corner lot. I want to be in a middle lot. So I'm thinking about dropping it, like, here-ish. But see, how is this house set up? Is that house set up? Okay, it's set up with the white. Okay, so cool. I just need to make sure that the lot is going to look right. On a 20 by 25, it needs to be pretty together. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean it needs to be flat. And these aren't really giving me a flat surface to work with. They're kind of crooked. And I don't want crooked. I want flat. Know what I'm saying? I don't want crooked. I want flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep finding a flat lot. See, this is kind of flat here. But see, I need it to stay flat. What about there? Right here. It's kind of in the middle of the street. I kind of wanted a corner situation, kind of. Where I was looking at something else. See, I can't even place this lot here. Like, come on, man. Oh, is that because that fence is there? Possibly. I could place it on the corner. I did just say I wanted a corner situation. But then I said I didn't want a corner situation. So which one is it? Do you want a corner situation or do you not want a corner situation? I don't know. Let's place the house on this one and see what it looks like. And if it looks bad here, then we'll know that we don't want a corner situation anymore. We'd prefer to have a straight up situation. Man, they doing this construction on my street. Y'all probably know that from The Sims 4. And the only way you can get in my driveway is drive all the way across my neighbor's grass and my grass. That's the only way you can get in my driveway. It's so funny. Why are my windows pink? I see this glitch a lot. Something happens when you move in and the windows and everything that has a reflection is like red or pink. But I think it's easy to fix. Is this a nice lot for this house? It's small. Let's check it out with the windows. With the stuff down. Man, that grid is throwing me all off. Okay. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. It's not as big as my other house, but it's plenty big to have a little family in. And that's what I was looking for. Not a massive house like my other one, because my other house is a little too big. But this house is actually a decent size. Live on the East Coast for a while. This is how weird this house would look if I really built a house here. It would just stand out so much amongst all the rest of them. But I like it here, though. Alright, so we're going to leave that house there. And we're going to put... how big is my original house? That's a... what? 40 by 40? See how big that house is? 40 by 40, man. That's enormous compared to that house. I don't even know if I have a place to put a 40 by 40 lot. I might have to delete a lot. Because what is this lot? This lot looks like a 40 by 40. Oh, this is a 50 by 50. I don't really want to take out a 50 by 50. Damn. I thought I could put it there. I can, but I can't at the same time. See, it needs to be flat, though. I can't mess with them crooked lots, because then it messes up the whole little decor I got jumping off. I guess I could put the bigger house up here. Are any of these 40 by 40? This look like a 40. That's a 50 by 50. This is a 40 by 40 right here. We can go ahead and switch this to a residential real fast. And then we can go ahead and place this lot on here. Hold up, why can't I place that on there? Why can't I place that? Oh, because it's actually a house built on here for some stupid reason. Alright, delete whatever's on there. And then go ahead and place this. Oh, I just deleted the lot, bruh. Oh, what a dumbass. At least I can put it back. Alright, now put their house on this lot. Did I click it or did my mouse die? Oh no, I clicked. My bad, my voice is going. When you sit here and talk for hours, your voice just happens to just leave you. I don't know why, but it does. It just say, bruh, you doing too much talking, man. Why don't you shut your dumb ass up and let me relax? You talking to yourself playing a game. Alright, let me flip this joint around. Flip it for me one time. Flip it for me 2 times. Flip it for me 3 times. Alright, place this house right here. This is actually a nice little lot for this house. And then we gotta delete them because we already have a version of them that we don't. So we don't need these people. We need to evict them, move them out. Hopefully it doesn't take all the furniture. That would really irritate the shit out of me if it did that. And it might. And if it does that, then ain't nobody gonna be living in this house. Because I don't have time for that bullshit. So let me go ahead and delete them real quick. And then let me check out and make sure the house looks and feels good before I put anybody else in it. Alright, it didn't look like it deleted the furniture. This is a nice flat lot, which is nice. It's got a little bit of fog in the background, which is cool. I like that. You know, one thing I just noticed that I'd like to change about this house is this right here. This needs to be all moved up and over a little bit. Like this. Oops. I think that would look a little bit cleaner. And we can go ahead and copy this all the way to the edge. Like that. I think that's a little bit better. Man, it's been so damn cold lately over here. This computer is giving off heat and it feels like a heater. And it feels so good on my hands right now. Because I got that Apple monitor and the heat comes out right at the bottom. Right where your hands are. It's a great place to have the heat come out. You know, as long as you don't get radiation poisoning and die or anything. Alright, so we got these rooms I don't like anymore. All this shit looks so cluttered now. But I think that's just because I'm tripping. Maybe these trees. You know, I like my shit to be clean. And sometimes these trees can add a little bit of added clutter that I don't really care for. You know what I mean? But that's something you kind of got to deal with when you live in a house like this. So I don't know which house I want to live in. I like this house though. It's just a little too big right now just for one person. So maybe I could just place this house here, leave it here, and then, you know, when I get married, have some kids or something, I could then move into that house. In the meantime, I think this house is plenty big enough for us to live in as a single person with a robot. I think it's plenty big. And it's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit easier to manage. I like this one a little bit better. I need to try to recreate some of my houses on The Sims 4 that I made in The Sims 3, because some of them are like so perfect. I love them. And some of them aren't. But the ones that I really like, I need to try and recreate. Alright, so that's pretty much settled for this episode. This TV needs a TV stand under it. It's kind of driving me crazy for real. Let's put a little... Oh, that's too damn big. That's probably why I didn't put one under it. It just needs like a little sliver or something. Like something like this, maybe. Or I could put my PlayStation, man. Gotta have my PlayStation, my Xbox, my stuff. So where's the PlayStation? This is the PlayStation right here. And this is the Sega Genesis. So we got a PlayStation and a Sega Genesis. That's what we rocking with in the new crib. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause this episode here. Next episode, I'm going to restart the game so everything's not pink. And then I'm going to move them in and get this new game started. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for showing love. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
I ain't never gave a fuck about a nigga. So why the fuck I'ma start now?
On a greenback dollar bill. Just a little piece of paper coated with chlorophyll.
I woke up like this, tell these super lame bitches to boss up like this. Shit deep, they ain't know that I was cut like this. Yeah, all my niggas cut like this. Yeah, I get a rush from this.
When she hit my phone, I'm coming through the night, baby. When I pick you up, hop in my coupe.